I've been a fan of the Elixir since it came out, and it does exactly what I need to do. Long off the tee, holds a lot of greens. I can easily spin it with the wedges. Performs very well, okay? When the new ball came out, the Vero X1, I was skeptical because they say it's longer off the tee, but usually that means it's a harder cover. Well, it's not a harder cover. It's just as spinny as the Elixir, but it just pounces off the face. It is amazing. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for an extra couple yards off the tee and still want that same spin number that you get in your wedges and your irons and everything else. It is an awesome ball. Team Encore. See that? Got me for life.
For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. And we actually have a contest on there to give away one of these.
Oh my God! It's
Find
beautiful.
it.
That's.
I'll give you a hint. It's in one of our Product of the Week segments.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Don't delay. Go look at it.
Yep.
Product of the Week. Go check out those videos.
Giving away that very, very soon. So
yep, subscribe. Doesn't hurt.
That's the only way you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
You got to share it, and you got to comment and all that stuff. But that's the only way you get notified of our exclusive YouTube giveaways.
Yeah, we got a lot, and we have a lot going on, man. We got from custom hoods, custom towels, and the list just goes on. And shoes. And we're going to have special shoes coming on. We're going to have squares on in a future episode to talk about some amazing stuff that we got coming on. So it's getting big out here, Biggie.
The only way you get the news is if you subscribe to
Absolutely.
a newsletter and a website, or you subscribe to us on our YouTube TV channel. So
yeah, we're learning how to keep our secrets quiet.
BGT-TV, yes.
That's it. You got to find out. You got to listen one way or another. We're not giving out any more secrets. We used to do that, not no more.
Big John Quick along with Bill the Golffather Cuevas, and this segment is sponsored by GolfKnickers.com. They are the world's leading retailer of classic golf apparel. They specialize in a full line of men's plus fours at Golf Knickers as we know it. To complement the Knickers, their company has a full line of matching socks, caps, and shirts, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, allowing them to deliver the complete outfit to their customers. And their customers do include golf courses, school golf teams, tournaments, avid golfers around the world, and radio show hosts.
Yeah, like
and TV
ourselves.
stars. Yes.
That's right, like ourselves. Thank you very much. Oh, and we have one of our other guys. We have our Greg Wise, the master of artistry. He's going to be writing an article for a couple of the magazines that he's writing for about the golf knickers that he just received. So,
well, GolfKnickers.com is celebrating their 20th anniversary, and they are committed to growing the game of golf by encouraging players to wear the game the way it was meant to be played in golf knickers. Learn more at GolfKnickers.com or call them 800-940-9415. That's 1-800-940-9415.
Don't forget the code, Biggs. Don't forget the code.
Don't forget, yes, the code BIGGS, BIGGS, to get 10% off.
That's right.
Of additional discounts.
10% off.
Yes.
That's right. Didn't matter if it was on sale. I went there and I used that 10% and gave me an additional 10% off the sale price. And that's a code.
That is a code. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a code for a code to be used.
Yes, use that code.
golfknickers.com. They have golf knickers for the ladies, men's, and the kids.
Everybody.
So, yeah.
Yep. It's perfect.
They have a nice little USA
that's
outfit
what, yeah,
now.
that's what Greg just got. He got a USA theme outfit.
No, he's not now. Golfknickers.com. They don't have prejudice. No, they got a UK.
They got UK. They got all kinds. They got anything you like. Some plaid.
So our listeners at the United Kingdom, man, you can order from golfknickers.com and represent the UK.
That King's Cup, man.
Yeah, the King's Cup.
When USA goes over Ireland,
yes.
might beat up on them a little bit.
Our next guest, he's no stranger to this show.
He's a favorite.
And we use his wedges all the time. As a matter of fact, his wedges actually scored me a birdie on the 18th hole of Bay Hill from 50 yards out. It was an Indi Golf TT Stingray wedge that – what's wrong, Bill?
I'm getting all choked up.
50 yards out, 60 degrees, TT wedge from Indi Golf that scored me a birdie on the hollow grounds of one Bay Hill. And
that story never gets old.
That never gets old. Rob Lang.
Just a little. I'm not going to lie. I hate the story already. I almost wish I wasn't there. Because he never is going to ever let me down. That's what he's going to keep telling me over and over.
But Rob Lang, I mean, when you score on the 18th hole and you hole it out from 50 yards out, how can you not have that at the top of your list of Bay Hill as a moment you would always cherish?
That's a way to finish a round for sure, especially at an iconic place like that.
Yeah, and he cried. You should have seen the tears running down his
face. I'm not gonna lie.
We're not lying.
Like a baby. I was like,
he cried like a baby.
Yeah,
it really happened. I was there. Yeah, I mean, we normally.
And Rob Lang, I hugged that Indi wedge like it was like
his baby.
Yeah, I was like, you are such a good wedge. You are such a good wedge.
Fantastic. That's good to hear.
I think I'm going to have to leave now.
Is that what it takes?
I'm going to go get you your wedge so you can have a tender moment.
But Rob Lang, that wedge is now what, 3 years, 4 years?
Depending on if you've got the Stingray model that you have, that is in its 4th year. Yeah, I mean, and it was so good that it took us a long time to figure out how do we make it better. So,
so you're saying you figured it out? Then you're saying?
Yes, we have. Yes.
Oh, well, then you have to share. I think that's why you're on the show. You're on the show so you can share how you have a new and improved. Yep.
Stingray. Yeah. So we still have all the great technologies that we had before that make the club very forgiving with scoop back and moving the weight out to the perimeter and moving the center of gravity to the middle of the head. So it's very stable. It still has the great launch parameters based off of the center of gravity. But the thing that we changed this year, and it took us a while to figure out what the exact pattern would be, is we added a milled pattern to the face. And where this is really significant is not so much on the longer shots where you're able to compress the ball and get the ball to go into the grooves. But when you get closer to the green on the little shots, when you have a little chip that's down a hill or something, this milled pattern on the face will grab the ball and actually impart a little bit of spin so you have a little bit more control. Nice. So this image here, you can see how we've got it across the entire face here. So now you have the benefit of the grooves being the entire face, and then you have all this milled pattern that acts as small grooves that actually grip the ball on little finesse shots that really give you control around the green. So you might make them from 50 yards, but now you're going to make them from right off the green too there, John.
Is he going to have to wait? Are those coming in lefty? I just want to pop.
I
want to be the Debbie Downer here. Are they coming in left-handed, Rob, yet? Or are we going to have, like, for us normal people that golf on the right side or the wrong side, according to Biggs?
Yeah.
Do we get them first?
Well, yes, the right-handed are coming first.
Sorry, Biggs. I guess I'll have more practice holing it in. I like that.
Did I mention about me holing out a 50-yard shot on?
No,
Bay
you
Hill?
haven't, Biggs. You have not.
Can
Can you tell me the last shot you've holed out with an Indi Golf wedge? on a course like Bay Hill?
I'm waiting for the new and improved ones to come out, because what happened was you stole all the thunder from 50 yards out. So I'm waiting to create a new thunder.
I'll tell you what. When the new thunder comes,
Yes.
I say you and I have a short game contest.
Okay, you with your 4-year one, and mine with the new ones.
No, you're gonna wait till both of us have the new ones.
Nah. And that's your comedy show for today. He's out of here because I'm not waiting for you. Why would I wait for you? No way.
Now, Rob, when pre-orders are already on your website right now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So,
The new website.
yes.
A brand new website. We launched it on Monday. It's got a lot of great information there. We made it a little bit more user friendly, so you can navigate around and find the information a little bit easier. And we have a few more options for the wedges now too. So, same as before, we still offer 2 bounces or 2 soul grinds, I should say. One that is is ideal for someone who picks the ball, and then one that's ideal for somebody who takes a little bit bigger divot when they play. So, and all that information's on the website, and there's a way to figure out which one is best for you.
Oh, so they can go and basically kind of get like fit for their wedge on your website now?
Well, there's information now where the fitting system is in works still. We're having to, before, but that should be up and running very soon.
Okay.
It's pretty, we think it's pretty well laid out on the website, and you'll have to read a little bit. And if that sounds like you, then you'll know which soul grind to grab. The other thing that we changed for this year in the wedges, graphics is something we did, just cleaned them up a little bit. But the other big thing is now we're using a dynamic gold 120 shaft, and we offer that in a regular and stiff flex. That gives a little bit more controlled ball flight than the previous shaft we were using. It has a little bit different balance points, so it gives a little bit different feel, which we thought was better for those finesse shots around the green. And then we updated the grip also. We now have a Lambkin Crossline 360 grip. It has a really great feel to it, we've got a lot of great compliments on that grip. So, kind of an overhaul as far as the components go, but it also just delivers a much better feeling product and a better performing product to the user. And with that said, we still do have the option for consumers, if they really like the KBS shaft or the Golf Pride grip that we used before, they can still get those.
Cool.
Rob, can you actually talk about what goes into the process of you determining that you need a better wedge than what you actually produced originally? Can you talk about what that process looks like, on why you guys felt that you should go to a next step and improve the wedge you already had come out with?
Well, our whole mantra is just to make the game more fun, right? And we always say there's 3 things in golf that make it fun. It's, hitting that long drive down the middle, making a putt for money or a significant length putt, and then spinning the golf ball. When you spin the golf ball, that's just fun. So, we're always trying to figure out ways to control the golf ball around the greens. That is where, and you guys know this, being in playing golf for your whole life, that's where a lot of shots are lost. You can sit there, the higher handicaps, the biggest difference between them and better players is typically putting and chipping. And so, we're always looking at, what's a way to make it easier to chip the ball, pitch the ball, just so it ends up closer to the hole and you're going to lower your scores. So that process is, I'm kind of like a mad scientist tinkerer. I'm always messing with stuff, and I'm grinding wedges, and I'm trying different face textures and trying different grooves, and just trying to figure out what is the best combination that fits the most golfers out there. And so, we use a 4-site quad to do all of our testing on. So we have the hard data, and then we spend some time out at the pitching green and also on the golf course, just hitting shots to see how things react and to see if it's easy to play with, and fun to play with. If it's not, then it's out the window, and we look at the next version.
Over again, yeah. I mean, you already had it. When the very first we met you, several years ago out in Orange County.
Ago.
Out in Orange County National.
Yeah.
And you were there, and you know, I know Biggs was sad because you didn't have a lefty at the time either. He was sad. I wasn't. We went on the machine and we can see the spin rate different, you know, from the indie wedges to the everyday wedges. And at that time you had the non-conforming and you have conforming, so you do have
Right.
the two different types for people that want to make it fun. And what I found was originally we had the non-conforming. I had the non-conforming, and yeah, it spins a lot more. You definitely get a different spin rate on it and a checkup. And those people that want to see that ball spin back, it's good. If you're recreational, it's fine.
See, that's one of the things that you had mentioned just now,
Mhm.
and I want to mention a specific terminology that you used: checkup.
Mhm.
One of the things that we have to realize as golfers, yes, we see the pros spinning the ball back 4 or 5 feet, you know, off the green, and this particular wedge, the non-conforming wedge, does spin the ball. However, when you're 16, 18, 20, you know, handicap, there's still something you must do with the wedge and the ball for it to spin back on the green itself. The wedge itself does help you do that
Yeah.
with what Rob Lang has developed. But for a 16, 18 handicap, mainly what they want to see is they want to see that shot land on the green and check up.
Yeah, stop.
So when we talk about spinning the ball, we're not talking about spinning it 4 or 5 feet back, because that's a whole different pattern and a whole different shot that you must create between the wedge and the ball itself when making that shot. What Rob is doing is allowing golfers of high handicaps, and this is the non-conforming side of it, allowing you, as we're talking about spinning the ball, allowing you to go target right at the pin and check it up at the pin and leave it there. Or you take that one bounce, and that's what happened with Bay Hill.
Yeah.
And my wedge is conforming. It took one hop, boom, checked up, and in the hole.
Yep.
You know, so that when we talk about spinning, and we're talking about, you know, we're not talking about. There's a couple people that might be able to spin it 4 or 5 feet back, 2, 3 feet back. But Rob, am I missaying this? I mean,
no, it's very well said, John. I mean, that's the key. You know, if you watch higher handicappers when they chip and pitch, they don't spin the ball at all. And usually what happens and what escalates their score is the ball lands on the green and it runs all the way across the green, and now they have to chip it again.
Right.
You know, whereas our wedges are going to impart some spin, and that will keep the ball, you know, on a bad shot, it'll keep it on the green. Whereas a bad shot before would roll, you know, 10, 15 feet over the green or whatever, away from their target. So yeah, it's a very good point, you know. And that's the thing with the non-conforming wedges, somebody can instantly be spinning the ball at the same spin rate that the tour players are.
Right.
So, you know, that's just picking up the club and going from there. So you don't have to put in all these hours that the pro has put in to figure out how to spin the ball or to make really good contact to spin the ball.
And that's the thing, that wedge teaches you how to it gives you the excitement. So I grew from there to your conforming wedge, which is a great tool for anybody. If you want to learn how to do it the right way, this is going to help you get it. And when you see how you can make the ball check up and how you can do certain things with the wedges, you start exploring more. You get more confident. You can upgrade to the next wedge. That club helps build the confidence that we're lacking, because we go behind and we start swinging and like, oh my God, I did it again. Now I'm panicking. Am I going to make this ball? Is it going to go 50 feet past the hole? You don't have that with any wedge. You go, it checks, it does its job. It gives you more. The more confidence you have when you're above that ball with that wedge in your hand, the better off you're going to be. That's why, like right now, Biggs is in the conforming. I'm in the conforming ones because we do play league play and tournament play and stuff like that. So, but I'm not going to lie. When I play on a Sunday, I don't have no problem whipping out that non-conforming one because I like to make the ball spin a little bit more. So yeah, it works either way you want. If you're just going to beat your friends down, you can use a non-conforming one and do what you have to do. So
yeah. Well, even our conforming wedges, we've tested them. They spin more than our competitors, and we accomplish that by putting more grooves on the face than anybody. We have 22 grooves on our wedges. Most wedges are 16 to 18 grooves.
That's good. I never knew that.
So that helps create some friction and it helps spin the ball more. And we know the best wedge players in the world. They play with spin. You watch those guys on tour. Like you said, John. You check it up. You throw it right at the hole. Takes a couple hops and it stops there. And that's a lot easier shot to hit than trying to bump it over a hill and run it down there and all that funny stuff. So
it does. It
just simplifies the wedge game. Yeah.
And just so the people that don't know, we're gonna throw this out. When we were playing with Indi wedges this weekend, we also had, because while we get closer now to the pin, we still have to get it in the hole. So me and John, we both had our shafts upgraded. We wanted to use we both, not knowing, sent our Allisons in to get our shafts changed out and stuff, because we're doing another review. Like, we wanted to keep the one that we have in our bag, and we both had it this weekend, and we were both happy with everything that we had. We were just like, okay. And let me tell you, Rob, Horseshoe Bay, Ramrock, those
greens are no joke.
Oh Lord,
no joke.
No, you needed those Indi wedges because we ended up watching people to do the scores, and man, when they chipped and that ball just kept going and going and going. I mean, me and Biggs had a great time. We played the Summit, we played that, and we had our Allisons, and we had Indi wedges there, and we had a blast. While people were rolling off, we're just checking up. I'm like, you need an upgrade. So so it was good. It was fun. So for people that don't know, he does have putters, so you can finish the job that he helped you get started. So anything green size, short game, even though it's Indi Golf, you got Indi wedges and you have Indi putters. So make sure you check them out. My favorite girl is Allison right now, unless Rob's going to come up with something new and improve. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see down in the future.
We have another. I'm going to tease it. We have another model coming. I can't tell you anything more than that. But
okay, can you give me her name?
In the next couple of months.
You asked that the last time. He said no. He cannot give you the name.
But he just said that he has another girl coming in, and
no, you can't have.
I don't think I said that either.
I don't think he said that either. But he just said there's a girl coming, and I'm just like, hey, hi. You're not going to tell us her name, are you, Rob?
I unfortunately I cannot.
We still love you anyway, Rob.
Indi Golf wedges, the biggest bite in golf, and
take a bite out of that wedge.
You got to check them out. IndyGolfClubs.com. And Rob Lang, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk, my friend, and looking forward to trying out the newest version of Indi Golf wedges.
After me.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me.
No, we love having you. Thanks.